and a lot of the other leading political figures that we have. So we just want to kind of maybe let him wait for a second before we bring him to the stage. Yeah, you agree?
Yes.
Yeah? He's back from the White House and everything, you know. Okay, no problem. Without further ado, Mr. Ken Martin from the NHL.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Better than that, good morning. First of all, let me say on behalf of the National Hockey League and National Hockey League Players Association, this is an important initiative for us because actually next year the NHL is celebrating our 100-year birthday. And as I look out at the audience across here, we see our fans are getting younger and younger, and that's a good thing for us. So one of the things I really want to talk, and Kevin touched on it, wasn't sure I was going to make it here this morning. I actually called Rick Nato, and I want to thank the Rangers for everything they do. But when I heard about the great accomplishments that you guys have done in the Future Goals program, I wanted to make sure that I was here. I'm actually flying to LA tonight, and I'm going to tell the Kings they have a lot of work to do. I spent some time with some young New York Rangers fans and the great things they're doing in Future Goals. So I really want to talk to you a little bit about why I felt it was important to be here this morning. When I really thought about kind of coming up with a concept, and I actually want to talk to John Chapman, who's going to talk after this, we really looked and thought about ideas and what could we do that would be unique in our space that really could use hockey as a way of an educational platform, but really look at the STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I'll give you an example. We had a outdoor game in Denver a couple weeks ago, and it was 65 degrees when the puck dropped. Now, normally, everybody thinks it's got to be cold outside, but that's just another proof of how the world is changing. And for us to be able to do that, there was a lot of applications, science, technology, and engineering, and mathematics that played in.
Why?
So one of the things we really want to do as the National Hockey League was really talk about how can we create opportunities for kids in the futures. Obviously, we hope everybody that's in here that wants to be a professional hockey league player makes that dream and becomes a National Hockey League player. But some of you that don't make it, we want to realize that there are opportunities. There are ice technician jobs, there are game presentation jobs, there's jobs like me, and I'll just give you a little example. I was just like you a long time ago. I don't want to give my age away, but just like a long time ago. And I was a kid that grew up in the South Bronx. And never did I imagine that I would be sitting here in front of this audience and talking about STEM and ideas and what we can do. So what I want to tell you is obviously believe in yourself. Never let your goal go, and always find somebody that you can align with to be able to make that dream come true. And that's the story I want to share, obviously, with John Chapman. John came to me on another concept about 5 years ago, and it's still a very important concept that we're going to look at, but I really wanted to create something unique, and we actually spent about 18 months, John? 18 months developing a program. And last week I was in Philadelphia. And I actually got to see it and witness it up close with some students that were part of a program. And I walked in and seen the students doing it, and it wasn't a peep in the audience because students were engaged. And that's when we know we've done a great job. So what we really want to say to you, look for great advancements and great opportunities. And I wanted to say this, and Kevin, don't share this on the NHL Network, but I do want to say that the New York Rangers are my favorite team. So how about a cheer for the New York Rangers? Thanks, everyone. Thanks for letting me be here today. Obviously, I heard some music and I heard some singing. Obviously, just to show Kevin a little bit, because he always takes jabs at me, I want to take a little jab at Kevin. So as I finish my speech, I want to give him a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Martin. How about a round of applause for Kenny? Thanks to Kenny for all the amazing work him and his team do at the National Hockey League and continue to grow our great game and allow our game to be enjoyed by so many of you that are here today and all of you that are here today in different ways. So it really is a privilege for me to be a part of the league and having played the league for such a long time and be able to work with such amazing people. So thanks so much to Kenny and his team. Our next guest has spent the last 15 years in education, space championing technology-based education platforms. And when he isn't logging his frequent flyer miles or train miles, he's meeting with schools using digital tools just like yours. Let's please give a warm welcome, a rousing welcome to John Chapman, co-founder and president of National
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you to the New York Rangers, National Hockey League, NHLPA, and Kia Motors for being here today. So, you talked about being loud. I go to events all across North America, United States and Canada, and I was out in Anaheim a couple weeks ago at the arena where the Ducks play, and it was the loudest I've ever heard it. Maybe, almost as loud as sort of a One Direction concert. Maybe Taylor Swift, I don't know. So, but I know New York always prides itself on being the best, being number one. And so, we're going to have a little test here, a little competition, and I'm going to tell you whether you got it or not. So on the count of 3, I want you guys just to make the most noise you can possibly make at the count of 3, so you can take the World Championship belt of loudest kids participating in future goals across North America. You ready? 1, 2, 3! The quick assessment is in. You guys won. You're the best. You're the loudest. I really appreciate all the energy in the room, and I'll keep my remarks brief, but also consistent with the other remarks everyone else has made up here. Like many of these other folks, I didn't get a chance to play in this arena like Kevin did, but I visited here with my dad when I was growing up, and I watched hockey and basketball games, and I always dreamed one day to perform at Maddison Square Garden. And for me, I'm performing in front of you today, having pursued and accomplished a different career, but one that's just as important. I started EverFi, which is the technology company that's partnered with the NHL, NHLPA, the Rangers to produce future goals. And again, as Ken just mentioned before, there's a lot of other careers that you can use the game of hockey to be inspired to pursue. One of those is actually starting your own technology company and providing a tool that schools can use, in this case, to hopefully ignite your interest in those types of careers. So while I'm sure you love seeing your favorite players in the Rangers and this hockey scholar and having that as an important lesson you use in your classroom every day, I really do encourage each and every one of you to think about where your passion lies and to think about the many wonderful careers there are beyond the sport of hockey. And for us, that's really the driving force behind this partnership that Ken said that we launched 18 months ago in its design phase and have brought to bear over the last couple of years and are on track to reach almost 1 million students across North America. So there's give yourselves a round of applause for that. As I now learned this morning, the students here in New York City and all you Rangers fans amongst those 1 million are the loudest and the most enthusiastic. So for that today, and for your efforts in the classroom, to all the teachers, educators who've been out there and all our partners, I thank you very much, and thank you for letting me spend some time with you this morning.